If the society becomes happy and harmonious, the nation becomes happy and harmonious. So I have the vision of making India in the top 3 happiest country by 2035. One fine day, I lost my vision on my left eye. I was into anxiety and depression to the extent that I attempted suicide 2 times. That single question by my son made me to realize that I have to get out of this mess. It nearly took 7 years for me to get out of that condition. So I really wanted to make and to support other women who are going through these kind of issues in their life as a sister. And also we practice a great morning routine which can break free from your struggles and anything.
Give me some top 3 simple activities that I can do to come out of my limiting beliefs, to achieve my success. Welcome to yet another episode of Rise and Thrive, where we redefine success and fulfillment. Today we have an extraordinary guest, Ms. Vasantha Vivek, a renowned life coach and mindfulness expert. She has dedicated her whole life to empower middle-aged women to achieve inner peace and holistic abundance. Through her unique 3-step ALT framework, she has helped countless individuals break free from stress and creating a fulfilling life. So let us learn about this ALT framework and what she has to tell us about her course and how it will help us to reach our inner peace and fulfilling life. Namaskaram, Vasantha.
Namaskaram, Lata. I'm doing great. And first of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me for this series. Thank you so much.
In this podcast, what we generally try to get out of our guests is like, I believe in 3 values, which is freedom, family, and service. And I see your life going in that same values and principles. So initially, it would be nice if you can speak about yourself, and so that we will know how your journey started from a successful career to this life coach.
Yes, thanks for asking this question, Lata. So I was a professor in an engineering college for 17 years, but life has both a brighter and darker side for me. When I was with my family, with my father, I was a queen in that princess queen in that way. I'm so loved by my father, but the life has thrown at me various curveballs. But I think every curveball I turned into a sixer. The first curveball thrown at me was I lost my father unexpectedly at 48 years of him with a huge debt. At that time, I was only the working person, and I was taking the family responsibility at an young age. So that is the first curveball. And then I got married, and that marriage is also nearly a late marriage. And I was into this married life. And at that time, I'm not able to handle everything, the family responsibility, the work pressure, and other societal conditions and expectations. That made me into again a very anxious and very aggressive person. And then my son, I gave birth to my son. So postmortem depression was also there with me. And then during my son's age of 5, and my marriage was 6 years then. At that time, one fine day, I lost my vision on my left eye because I am a high myopic patient, and my retina got displaced, and we were in a hurry to get that surgery done, retina displacement surgery, and the surgery was successful. But the post surgery period was high traumatic for me, that I was into an anxiety and depression. My vision, I got back. Though my vision was there, I was struggling with vision because I have only 60% vision in my right eye and 15% vision in my left eye. and I was forced to leave my professor job, which I am most passionate about. All these made me into mess. I was making mess with my family members, neighbors, everybody, and with my life itself. I was into anxiety and depression to the extent that I attempted suicide 2 times. So luckily, I am saved. I survived those 2 attempts. But when I was hospitalized during that time of a suicidal attempt, my son came and asked me, "Why, Amma, will you leave me?" So at that 5 years, his eyes were into tears. So that made me to realize I have to live a happy and cheerful life for at least him. He should not suffer my anxiety, my frustration, my disappointments, or anything else. He doesn't know what is going on in my life, why he has to suffer. That single question by my son made me to realize that I have to get out of this mess. That day I decided, and I got some help from my family. I asked my husband that I need some kind of professional support to get me out of this condition. And my amma and my husband were so supportive, and they encouraged me to get the professional counseling. I took various sittings of professional counseling, medications, treatments, and then I slowly came out of that condition. It nearly took 7 years for me to get out of that condition. So that made me realize that so many women are going through mental health issues like this without any family support and other supports. So if I can do this, I can all other women can also do this. So I really wanted to make and to support other women who are going through these kind of issues in their life as a sister. That's how my journey turned from a professor to a mindfulness coach.
That's actually very brave, to accept our vulnerability, which you did, and you sought a professional help. Very few people do that, and for people to get over that stress or depression from a suicidal feel to what you are today is a big journey. You said 7 years. 7 years is a very big time for us to even get over it. So I would like to understand, from being a professor, you told you're very passionate about your profession as a professor. From that teaching to this online coaching, how was that transformational journey you had?
One thing is that I always want to connect with people. Somehow I want to get connected with people. So in that professor life, I had the chance to get connected with my students, and I felt like a youth when I was with my students. That gave me that energy. So after a condition of leaving that professor job, I liked, once again, I have to get connected with people. What can I do? What can I do? So at the comfort of a house and without straining my eyes so much, I have to do something, and I have to get connected with people. At that time only, I started blogging, inspired by one of my students, Sri Vidya. I have to mention her name. From her, she is a cook, cooking. She is having a cooking blog. So from her, I inspired and started blogging as a hobby to connect with people. So that passion made me to blog for some years. Still, I have my blog, 10 years, decade. It is having a decade of experiences in that blog. So in that way, I wanted to get something connected with people. So during COVID, I got the chance of getting certified as a mindfulness coach. From there, I wanted to help many women, and my husband told that you naturally, I will be doing counseling for my family, friends, and other people who are in need. I will be counseling them with so many things. So my husband told that you are doing this service. You have that connection with the people, and you love to help them, and you love to talk. So why don't you take this as talk therapy, and why don't you become a coach and do it professionally, and you can help many. So that point, that spark made me to start my journey as a coach.
I was going through your Instagram or LinkedIn profile and all, where you had mentioned you want to see India in top three happy countries. See, we have been Vishwaguru according to our history and all, and even now we are moving towards that. From saying that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, you are actually doing it in person, at least to the little circle around you. So, what is your bigger mission? Like, how are you going to make India in top three happy countries? We have happiness quotient in as an index
Yeah,
in our neighboring country, Bhutan. So, how will we get into that league?
yeah. I think that happiness should start from each family, each and every family. So happy and harmonious, then naturally the society becomes happy and harmonious, and then the nation becomes happy and harmonious. For that to happen, the pillars of family are women. So we women are the pillars of every family. If women of any family is happy and harmonious, and they will make the family happy and harmonious, that the one family gets us a happy and harmonious family, the society becomes happy and harmonious. If the society becomes happy and harmonious, the nation becomes happy and harmonious. It's a long way to go, but I am making this change one woman at a time. So I have the vision of making India in the top three happiest country by 2035.
That's really wonderful, great. Because in today's world where we see war and so much of negativity around, like you just go to social media, you find only people spewing venom, like for people who they don't even know. Just because somebody is celebrity, somebody is successful, people just throw venom at them, like from
True.
there, like your mission of making spreading positivity is a good change, I should say, because that is where when I as an individual change, only I can make an impact around me, and which you are already started. That's really wonderful. Now, what are the techniques you teach in your course to achieve all this? See, you had got you were brave enough to accept your vulnerability. You took some professional help, etc. Not all of them have that acceptance. Not all of them can. They all already are in that self doubt. They'll have to come out of that fear. And also, what are the practical tips, or what are the techniques that you teach in bringing about this change?
Thank you. Thank you for asking this question, Lata. So it will give some inspiration for others how they can do also. So in our community and in all our courses, it is based on as a formula, our own unique three-step formula for altering your ego or altering your mind. So I think ego and the subconscious mind plays a huge game in our life. So we have our own beliefs, we have our own thought process, and we have our own limiting beliefs, etc., ego and everything, and we won't accept anything easily. That is the real problem for transformation. So the first step of that ALT formula is A stands for acceptance. So we have to first accept our current reality, where we are. We have to assess that and where we are, so that only we can move forward to the next position. Even in GPS, if you ask the GPS to go for any kind of destination, it will first ask only your current location. If you give the current location and then destination, then it will give the optimal route. So even GPS is asking for your current location or current place where you are. But in life, we are having a long journey. So in that long journey of life, we are not aware of where we are at the current place. So to make that awareness, the first step is acceptance. You have to accept the current reality where you are. By using various kinds of assessment tools, we will make our clients know better where they are, and we will help them to accept their current reality so that they can move forward in their life. First step. Second step is let go. L stands for let go. So the let go practice is very, very essential. And even after accepting, if you are not letting go, the things which are not helping you currently, the things, people, or any limiting beliefs or anything. Suppose you want to fly higher. If you are carrying so much of baggage with you, the past trauma, past regrets, past disappointments, and so many things, if you are carrying with yourself, will you be able to fly higher? No, you can't. So even the flight journey and flight companies will say that less luggage, more comfort. The same which I say, less luggage, more bliss, more happiness. So we have to let go of things. That is the second step formula. We help them to let go of many things using forgiveness and loving kindness, and so many various tools are there. I will help them to let go of the things which are not helping them currently. And after accepting and letting go, that condition should sustain. So for that, you have to keep consistently practicing so many things to keep your subconscious mind in that condition, or otherwise your wild horse subconscious mind will get back to the original place. So for that, the third step formula is training the mind or taming the mind consistently. So throughout my membership programs and throughout all the courses and everything will be based on this three-step formula only: acceptance, letting go, and taming your mind or training your mind.
So this alt or alter ego, I should say, so
Yes,
that
yes,
you are trying to destroy that. It's really wonderful because in current situation, people are filled with ego. In fact, you
yeah,
referred to Sadhguru, and I remember seeing in one of his podcast or on one of his talks, he says, "In a big country, in a big universe, I am that." He'll show this way small, and he'll
yeah.
say, "I am the biggest person." Like so
Yeah.
we are just a speck, but people think their ego is blown up and they feel that we are all the big people. To break that ego, again, requires a lot of braveness. So, is there anything that you do in your course which breaks that resistances?
Yeah, we do many practices to break their limiting beliefs, so that they can understand their current reality. So we will give so many kinds of journaling activity. So that journaling activity will help them to make that inner journey where they are being stuck, or where they are being held, or where their ego is being present. So that journaling part will help them a lot. And also we practice a great morning routine every day. Weekdays, 5 days, we are practicing our own unique great morning routine, will help them to make so many kind of activities like gratitude, reading, affirmations. So all these affirmations are very powerful tool which can break free from your limiting beliefs, and which can break free from your struggles and anything.
So for our audience, I would need your expertise. Can you give me some top three simple activities that I can do to come out of my limiting beliefs, to achieve my success? Three simple tips that you can share with my our viewers here.
Yes, really, really, I would be happy to share that. First thing is that you can do practice mirror exercise. So everyone will be telling that mirror exercise helps. I was also in that stage of lacking self-love. When I started practicing mirror exercise, it it did wonders to me. So simple hack is that every morning you see yourself into the mirror and looking into your eyes and say high five, giving your name, high five Vasantha, and you repeat some statements of self-love affirmations or statements. Every day you do that and you will be amazed how beautiful you are, how lovely you are. You are a creature of God, and you will love yourself more after doing this exercise. That is one thing which I would always suggest to my clients and everyone. And another thing which I want to help is practice gratitude every day. At least you try to recollect three happy moments or three good things that happened in that day. Even if you are not having any gratitude journal writing habit, just start with focusing on three happy things that happened in that day or three positive things that happened in that day. These two tools are very powerful tools, practicing gratitude and mirror exercise. This I will always suggest to everyone. The third one is for letting go, forgiveness practice. So I will ask them to write letters for taking that letting go practice. I use journaling like forgiveness letter. If they want to let go of some person or let go of any situation, then we will have that practice of writing forgiveness letter or writing gratitude letter. When we have that thoughts transferred into paper, then our mind will feel relaxed and calm by writing the forgiveness letter. My clients, after doing that forgiveness letter, many of them felt into tears, went into tears after writing that. So when you leave or when you remove your weightage or anything which you are carrying in your heart to the paper, you will feel light and you will be feeling free. So these are the three things: mirror exercise, gratitude, and forgiveness practice.
Thank you so much for sharing these three gems. In fact, this makes me feel that we have to, I think many of the viewers also will be thinking to join your course. So, can you tell me how we can be connected to you, how we can get connected with your course?
Yes, thank you, Lata. So I am having a community named as Soulful Abundance Circle exclusively for women. And we had celebrated our first anniversary recently. So we are having
Congratulations.
mid-aged, thank you. We are having mid-aged women in that family. I will call that as family, and my second girl daughter, my SAC family. So you can reach me on my DMs in Instagram at Vivek Vasantha. And also I am posting various mindfulness hacks and healing sessions in my YouTube Tamil channel also. So there you can reach me, and you can get into the bio of my Instagram page. I am having so many free content also. And there I have the link to get some kind of freebie like mindfulness hacks book, ebook. So you can get that and you can reach me through DM.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. Let me share that with the audience also in the description box. So, we
Yes.
are actually coming towards the end of the podcast. So, I would like to ask you one thing. What would you say to our viewers? One last thing that would last in their mind forever.
Love yourself more and give yourself the love your inner child is asking for, longing for. And don't hesitate to get the help.
Hmm.
Ask
That's
help.
a
Asking help is really a courageous deed rather than weakness. So those who ask for help will get. So first thing, start with loving yourself more and ask help if needed, and get help and get moving on your journey, life journey.
Thank you so much for spreading and sharing that loving message. Let us all share love and make this world more a beautiful place to live in. So, on everybody's behalf, I wish you a lot of success in spreading and achieving your mission. So, thank you for being here and sharing your wonderful thoughts about life. And I'm sure this is going to help a lot of us overcome our fear and get out of our current situation by accepting the vulnerable side of us, because that is the step which will make us progress and ultimately lead towards a fulfilling life. Thank you so much, Vasantaji, for being here.
Thank you, Lata. Thank you so much.